Hi guys, this is Courtney from the New Jersey area of the city of Millville. I am a JV cheerleader of the Thunderbolts, orange, white, and blue, and I'm here to talk to you about the basic stretches of cheer. Now this is my first season of cheering, so I'm going to teach you first timers on how to do your basic stretches. And if you already know them, then no big deal. I'm just here to talk to the ones who don't know what you're going to be facing during tryouts, during your practices, and your practices for your games. And there's going to be other videos explaining how to do jumps and how to do your cheers and your chants, and possibly a dance if I get the right music. But for now, I'm going to teach you the basics of your stretchings. And you want to stretch out your legs the most because you'll be doing a lot of jumps, you'll be doing a lot of motions with your legs, and it's good to keep them nice and flexible. And if you're skinny or tiny enough to be a flyer, because it's good to have good muscles. And some of the varsity cheerleaders, I'm only JV, which means I'm a lower rank than them because this is only my first season, so I'm not that good. But the varsity cheerleaders, they do scorpions and they have their legs beside their heads, and which is what all of our JV cheerleaders are striving to do, is become a varsity cheerleader. And it is possible. Don't forget that. It's possible to become varsity, but then again, varsity is really tough. Gotta go to competitions, gotta go away, where JV just stays home all the time. People frown down upon them, but you know what? Us JV cheerleaders work just as hard as varsity. I'm not knocking anybody, but I'm just saying that we do a lot of work too. So, it's good to keep a really good, flexible body, especially for your jumps, so you don't pull anything when you go up, and it's good to stretch. So I'm going to show you your basic leg stretches, and I'm not going to hold it there for a whole 30 seconds like you're supposed to when you're regularly stretching. So I'm going to go by it fast and show you what you have to do. And some of these stretches will look very familiar, but some of you will be completely clueless on what I'm talking about about the familiar ones, because some of you have never cheered before, or you have since you were little. Not my case. This is the first time I've ever cheered. But if you're just like me and this is your first season cheering and you're going out for tryouts, which should be, March time for your football season, I'm going to show you how to do your basic stretches. So the first one I'm going to do is called the straddle. Not the straddle where you sit down on the floor, the straddle where you have your feet shoulder length apart and you stretch to the right, to the left, and to the center. Now I'm going to show you that. You have your feet shoulder length apart, go down to the right, come back up, breathe, go down to the left, come back up, breathe. And a lot of girls, when they go down to the middle, usually stop right here and be like, oh, this is as far as I can stretch. But that's okay, because not everyone is flexible when they're first born. So you're going to be right here, and then you go lower and lower. Then you're going to touch the floor with your fingertips, and then eventually you're going to have your palms straight down on the floor, which is what I'm aiming to do. So I'm going to try that. It's good to keep these locked up so you don't, buckle in or you fall, and you get the real good workout with your legs. You're going to stretch everything from here to here, all from here, which is good. And this is the plank standing up. Have your knees locked. Go down to your toes. Check everything out. You're going to feel it in your back a little bit, but it's okay. You don't have to worry. Now another one is we're going to be sitting on the floor. This one is called the hurdler stretches. So your right and your left, and then you're going to do a straddle, sitting down, and then you're going to do Hollywood, a hug it, you're going to do a plank on the floor too. So here it goes. Have your legs like this. Do this with your toes. Get this familiar. You're going to go down. There's your left. Switch. There's your right. And you're probably going to end up like this for your first try if you're not that flexible. But by the end of the season, I swear your head's going to be down to your knees. And that's not the case for some people, but it is for me. So I wasn't that flexible. I used to be able to go up from here and say, oh, coach, I'm done. Where really they push you hard enough where you get your forehead down to your knee. Watch. See, that was about the third time that I've ever done that because I just started recently doing it during my stretches. And so towards the end of the season, next week is my last week of the season of basketball, but yeah, there's tryouts. Next you're gonna do the pike. Legs straight, do this with your toes, get them stretched out, keep your knees locked, down, try to get your forehead down to your knees, and it's gonna hurt after a while, and you don't want to strain yourself or pull anything, because then it's gonna affect your jumps and your dances and everything else in the future, which is bad. So then we're gonna do Hollywood, go over, and get your opposite elbow, and you hook it right here, and you stretch it back out. You're gonna hug it. You're gonna switch. Do it again. And you're gonna hug it. And then next is a straddle. Have your legs out like this. Keep them out. Toes pointed. Me, this is how I do them. We can go down. And some girls, they can just lie like this on the floor. I can't do that. As you can see, as far as I can go. Oh, and another important one is the butterfly. So, me, I hold on to my ankles. I get my elbows and I push down until I start feeling, the tightness and the pulling of the muscles in my groin, which is good. So I'm going to do that. And then you're good for the leg stretches. And there's another stretch, it's called the stretch everything, where you get into a squat. So your arms right here, go like this, stretches this out, stretches your back out, your shoulders and everything. Alright, next is one of the shoulder ones. You're going to go like this, loosen it up, bring it over, chicken wing, and then you're good. So those are the basic stretches on when you're preparing for your game or your practice at home. And it's good to always stretch and keep yourself nice and flexible. And there's a little bit more advanced stretches that you want to do, but you want to have another person with you, because that's where you lay on the floor and you have one leg flat down and one leg straight up, and the person pushes that leg that's up. They try to push it, back onto your body. So you need someone else to do that. So those are your basic stretches. In my next video, I'll be explaining a very famous camp cheer. And in another video, I'll be explaining some of the jumps, which I'm not very good at, but, some people need it. So this is I Just Wanna Laugh Okay YouTube channel. My name is Courtney. I know I already said this, but it's good for you guys to know. And I hope this has helped you, and I wish you luck on your tryouts and at your games. And if this has helped you any, then great. Alright, bye guys. Thank you.